Melissa, the Budget Equestrian. Welcome back to my channel. And if this is your first time here, welcome! So here we are on our Becoming a Better Rider challenge. And yesterday I showed you how to make these lovely training tools, which are also known as ground poles, which are also known as horse jump rails. And today I wanted to show you some different ideas of how to set up different patterns in your riding area that you can use with your horse to get him to pick up his feet. And ground poles are a really helpful and useful item when you're training or working with your horse. And it doesn't matter if you ride English or Western, there's a lot of different uses for ground poles. So let's go set some up. The best thing about ground poles is that there are so many different exercises that you can do. You're only limited by your imagination. If you only have one pole, you can place it in the middle of your arena and use this as a center of a figure 8. Just keep the pole in the center and do your crossing of each circle at the center of the pole. If you have 3 poles, you can set them up in a diagonal line and make your horse trot over them. You could even set them up parallel to each other, and you could weave in and out between the poles in a serpentine fashion. If you have 4 poles, you can set up a jump standard in the center and then set up the poles around the jump standard. Use the poles to keep your horse going in a circle. You can weave in and out of the poles or even make like a 4-leaf clover type option. So many different things that you can do with ground poles. You can use ground poles for your schooling even if you're not a jumper. Using ground poles have benefits for all riding, no matter what your discipline is. If you're looking for specific, using ground poles can help to reinforce balance for both horse and rider, improve your rhythm, improve your timing, improve your straightness, and prevent boredom. For me, the biggest benefit is to keep both me and my horse thinking. You're not doing the same thing day in and day out. Repetition is good, but there's just so many times you can walk in endless circles before both you and your horse are bored. And we want to enjoy the time that we have with our horses, so it's good to change things up once in a while. When you're getting started with ground poles, it helps to have a general idea of how far apart you want the poles to be, depending on what you're going to be doing. What will decide how far apart you place your poles is the gaits that you are intending on moving over the poles. Each horse is going to be different, and depending on how tall he is, how big his stride is, but you can use this as a general guideline. If you're setting up walk poles, you want them to be about 3 feet apart. If you're setting up trot poles, you want them to be about 4 to 5 feet apart. And if you're setting up canter poles, you want them to be about 9 to 10 feet apart. Again, this is for an average size horse. You may have to increase or decrease the space between your poles depending on your horse's size. So there you have it. Different exercises that you can do with ground poles that will really help to improve your riding, help your horse to pick up his feet, and it gives you something different to do. So it's just fun. Thank you so much for watching my video today. I'd love to have you subscribe to my channel. Just click on my picture at the end of this video. That way you don't miss any of my future videos. Again, thanks so much for watching, and until next time, stay passionate and enjoy your ride.